Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. It's pre-market right now, but BIMI came out of nowhere, showing a lot of solid volume here. So I'm watching for a potential trade on it. Sorry, a little hectic here, but I wasn't actually planning on doing a video today, but then I saw this one kind of explode out of the gates. Not out of the gates, but just in pre-market here. So again, if you're not familiar with my screen, watching BIMI. Real quick, as we kind of wait to see what happens here. When I say live, what I mean is that this is not, I haven't already recorded my entire day, and now I'm coming back to talk about it and do a voiceover post commentary. No, you're seeing everything play out for the first time, and you're seeing everything for the first time that I'm seeing it. Maybe you can see as I stumble over my words here as I try to watch this price action and then explain this. That's what I mean. So in other words, if you want a finely crafted, finely scripted day trading video, this is not going to be for you. But if you are looking for kind of the raw nitty gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, then this will be right up your alley. So 295 is looking relatively interesting. And if I do take a trade on this, it would just be for a basic scalp. So what I'm going to do here is get 295 upside break point. So that what you saw me just type there was for my community that I offer, private trading group. So do they have to trade it the way I'm trading it? Absolutely not. But just letting them know what I'm seeing. But a 295 break, if it looks like it can get up there, that'd be interesting. But now this thing just continues to pull back. So maybe there's not even going to be a trade that comes from this. Again, that goes back to the live part of things. I don't know if anything will ever even play out. But watching 295 very closely here. Maybe some sort of bottoming formation. But maybe not. And again, this is pre-market. The official market open at 9:30 Eastern, so it doesn't happen for about 40 minutes. But sometimes, like I said, you'll get these pre-market surges that can create some potential trading opportunities. Okay, here we go, maybe. In at 295. Let's see if we can get a break up over 3. Working back up to 3. At 3. Through 3. Well, was going for the 10-cent scalp. Didn't quite get it. Well, give it another try here. There we go. So got the quick $50 there. So nice little scalp. Now I may have played it wrong from a scalp perspective, and if members of the community decided to play it other ways, then they may be making a lot more money out of here. We'll see what happens. But maybe I did play it the right way. Maybe just taking that quick $50 scalp was the right way to play it. Again, this is live. I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm not quite sure if who played it right. I mean, both people played it right. But it's an extent of, who played it the most right, I guess is really the way to look at it. So there we go. Up $50. And like I said, market doesn't even officially open up for about 40 minutes. And for any of you members that took that trade with me, congratulations. Maybe some of you would still be holding right now because you're thinking it can, push up a little bit further than what it has. And still very well may. And I may look goofy for quote unquote only taking the $50 bill. I'll take $50 in less than a minute because that was a pretty quick trade. But anyways, there we go. So starting off the day, so far up $50. I'll go ahead and pause and maybe another pre-market trade. And there we go. So those people that decided to play it for more than a scalp, those members, hey, you chose better than I did. You are now doing, you're getting more out of it than what I potentially got out of it. But I'll go ahead and pause for the time being. Quick little update. Those members that played it differently than I did, congratulations. They chose wisely. And although I chose wisely in the sense of I still made money on it, I didn't choose the actual right strategy to do, which was to play it for a bit more of a reversal back up to these highs, which looks like it very well may be coming up there at $3.50. Yeah, so for those members that took that 295 trade, congratulations on not only taking it, but selecting the better strategy there to hold it for a while longer. And then for you as viewers, just to give you an FYI, yep, I realize I look pretty silly right now, but you know what, it is what it is. If you think you're always gonna play a stock the absolute best way it can be played, that's not really the reality of the matter. But so that's what happened to me here, but it is what it is. But just want to, like I said, give you a final update on what happened with that. Well, one final update. I really look bad right now, but yep, this one not only went back up to highs, is pushing through highs. So one final time, congratulations to members that played it differently. But like I said, it's embarrassing to show that, but it happens. You're not always going to choose the right method. But for me, time of the day, the pre-market, the price range, these stocks can be kind of sketchy at times. So I just wanted to take the quick scalp and start off with a $50 cushion. But yeah, I very at this point very clearly chose the wrong management strategy there. But yeah, it is what it is. But I promise final update on this one. I take that back. No final promise, because if this thing goes up to like $4, I'm sure I'm gonna want to show an update again. But as of right now, this I think will be the last update. Well, it did actually not only go up to 4. I mean, it's above 4 right now, but so far it's gone up actually as high as about 425. So I would say I promise this is the last update, but if this thing goes up to 5, I'll probably be back to update it again. But overall, yeah, great looking move. All right, market opens up here in less than 1 minute, and once again focused on BIMI. So as you can see, they're watching for a $4 break on the open. That seems to be an interesting level. So we'll see if that happens or not, but that's going to be the current game plan going in. And outside of that, not a whole lot going on. Like I mentioned earlier, I was not planning on doing a video, but then BIMI came along and thought, oh, wow, maybe it's going to be a great day for the market. But now, not so sure. But here we're getting some movement here. Like I said, $4 is that level. But I'm going to go ahead and hop in here, which as of right now, looking like a poor choice to have done. Did I just buy the top? I did. I just bought the top there. That's why you don't want to usually play the opening candle. So this may be a free lesson to you on the risks of playing that opening candle and not waiting for confirmation. It's looking like I might have just got suckered in here. Let's see if we can get some sort of move back to the upside. And it's trying to bounce back up. Let's see if this thing can get back up into the 380s. Ooh, 370s are being very stubborn. Yeah, there we go. And there's the break. So all out there, pure luck, not a good habit. Now, granted, hit 350. So the one thing I did right was I paid attention to the half numbers, and 350 never violated, and then in fact it bounced right off that. So that's the one thing I did right in that whole trade right there, was I didn't freak out and then sell before it went below 350. But other than that, yeah, that was shouldn't have bought during that first minute there. So that could have been a costly mistake. But like I said, if I did anything right, and if you have any lesson there, well, 2 lessons. That's the risk of buying during that. Well, 3 things I actually did right was I was smart enough to just get out, take the profit, not be a greedy savage and say, oh, wow, I'm in the green. Now I want that much more. Nope. Just got out, took what the market was willing to give me. But again, At least didn't, freak out. If had it, before it broke down below that half number at 350. But yeah, that was a good example of the risk of buying that first candle. So yeah, still watching. Like I said, I'm sorry, these are live, so I'm trying to talk and think. Let's go over to NKL. But yeah, some good lessons there. But like I said, I did at least do the one thing right and not totally panic out, although it was within, it was very close to having just smacked me upside my head. But nonetheless, I am up now over $100, so up 105, although that was not, that was not a very good trade. I have no problem admitting that. So, about DKNG, that's, all right. Well, looking like I was wrong. We got some here. Okay, here we go. OSUR. Somebody already alerted that. Well done. DKNG, though, was also looking pretty good. And there are shares to short of both of these, which is, please tell me I'm recording. I hit the record, didn't I? Okay, whew, that would have been a shame if I had missed the bozo trade. Okay, DKNG, let me get that. Nothing right now, but maybe a potential trade on it. NKLA still looking good, but wow, yeah. Straight up. No shares to short, though, and you can't buy right now. That's totally chasing. What was the other one I was looking at? Not Boeing. DKNG. And, oh yeah, OSUR. That's right. What's going on with this one? 1675 looks like a potential short. I'm going to get that alerted. OSUR 1675 flush point. 1 minute. Keep in mind context. DKNG. Oh, it's at 1675. Yeah, right around that level. I'm not very familiar with this one. I don't know the personality of it like I know DKNG, which I've had some great success trading. So I'm going to come over, see if this can get some sort of, okay, 43 now. If this thing can bounce a little bit more. DK 43 flush point, 1 minute. So watching 43 here. I don't want to see it break on this candle, though. Not on this candle. Yeah, I would like to see it bounce more, which it is doing right now. Fantastic. Good. Nope, go back up. Go back up. This candle's got to be, there we go. Candle's done. Now be interested at 43 for a quick flush. Missed it. Wasn't quite fast enough. If you look over here, you'll see that there's a white order that came in. If you scroll back, that just means I submitted the market or the order of the market, but didn't quite work out. Although sometimes things work out in your favor. Oh, Boeing is looking interesting too. 168. Keep in mind, I do have multiple monitors that I'm looking across, but for recording seconds so that you can actually see the numbers. I mean, I could pack everything onto the screen, but then everything would get super hard to read. OSUR. All right. Let's go up to 1795 short. So if this thing wants to keep on exploding upwards, then I'd be interested. But as of right now, it's a little too close right now to be trying to short anything. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and pause. Still watching DKNG, that 43. A couple of times it's gotten down around there and just doesn't want to quite, get moving. So 42.90 maybe is a more accurate level of support, but I'm still finding 43 fascinating. I do want to see how the 5-minute chart closes before I think about getting into this one. So 1 more minute left, and then let me bring it over real quick. So here's the 5-minute chart again on another screen that I'm watching. So I want to see how that candle actually finishes before I make any final decisions. Yeah, 43 once again. So let's see if it can stay up above it. But that is definitely an area, especially what would be great is if it comes up here, hits that yellow line, and then comes back down to 43. Or is it just going to break back through 43 right now? All right, well, I will go ahead and pause. All right, what I want to see happen here is for the green candle here to come up and hit that yellow line and then come back down, and 43.10 is what I'm looking for. So let's see this green candle, like I said, go up there, hit that yellow line first. That's step one. So it's getting close to doing it. Oh, so close. Didn't quite hit it though. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Low, 43. All right, in fact, so much so I'm going to get this updated. DKNG 43.30, new flush point, 1 minute. So I'm now watching 43.30. And you can see it right here. Got it updated as the new flush point. So let's see if this thing wants to, but this could very well be, maybe this is the beginning of a bigger move. Which as of right now, it seems as though it is. So 43.40 may not even be coming into play here. But all right, I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, maybe it is coming into play here. Nice candle here, watching closely. Let's see what it wants to do. Well, now it's going back up. So maybe not. I will go ahead and pause. Have an order at 73.55 here for 500 shares to get short on JKS. I'd like more than 500 shares, but this will at least get my feet wet. But maybe this was just a fake breakout here. Yeah, it moved too fast for me to even try to maybe play that fake breakout. But looking like this one's probably not going to come to fruition here. So I'll go ahead and pause. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. My be done in 30 approach is now in effect as it's 10:04, and today is very choppy now, so I keep coming back to the fact of originally I was never thinking to even make a video, and for the most part I was right. I missed a bunch of stuff, but just seeing how things continue to trade and play out, I don't really think I missed it. It was just too bizarre, too choppy, and I'll take my $100 and leave. So I had higher hopes with the way BIMI started to play out, and I'm still definitely glad I decided to click and get the recording going as we had the examples with BIMI. But I'll just end on that because I did say I got lucky on the trade, which is true, but I want to explain what do I mean by luck. I created the luck. How did I create the luck for myself? Well, I got lucky in the sense of, let's go back here, the low of that candle was 350. So I got lucky in the sense of, well, it didn't go down below 350, but me paying attention to 350 was not luck. That was actually strategy. So I did get lucky in the sense of it didn't go below 350, but I did create that luck by knowing to pay attention to that 350 number, which kept me in the trade. And then, I mean, you saw how things play out there. So that's why you want to have an understanding of the market, why you want to have a valid strategy, because sometimes it allows you to create your own luck, as you saw there. Again, I got, I thought this one was going to go too much, and I have videos on the channel which talk about the first minute and how I rarely will play it unless it's a really good setup. And that wasn't a really good setup. That was totally FOMO, thinking, okay, yep, here it goes. Oh yeah, this thing is getting up. I mean, it didn't even break the $4 mark, which is what I mapped out, right? I mean, I showed you what the alert was. I didn't even wait for confirmation for that. I just got in. So that part was really bad on my part. But then, you know, I quote unquote got lucky because I was at least paying attention. But yeah, very, very lucky in the sense of it bounced right off that 350 mark, came up. But then from there, and this will sound kind of arrogant, but then I played it actually really well. I did not get greedy at all. I was happy to take my gains. And then you can see from there, I mean, all it's really done is went down and down and down. So I definitely played the rest of it the right way. But yeah, pointer beans, you can create your own luck. But in order to do that, you got to know what to look for. You got to know, you know, how things work, what matters, what doesn't matter. And of course, there's no guarantees. But in this situation here, you know, the one thing I did do right was create my own luck by paying attention to some of the levels that, you know, truly do matter. It was able to keep me in the trade by the skin of my teeth. And then, you know, ultimately actually make me money on the trade. So, you know, right around 30 minutes on the day, up $100. But this is just not a good trading environment right now. I have no problem saying that. Everything is choppy. We were talking about in the chat room right now. Because sometimes, you know, and that's one of the benefits of the chat room is you can just ask other people, hey, is it me, or does the market seem, or does this stock seem a certain way? And you can get kind of, you know, thoughts on it. And yeah, everybody's saying it's just not quite a very good morning to trade, and things are just choppy. And like I said, it all goes back to the very reason why I didn't even think I would be making a video in the first place, because yeah, things are just not looking so good out there. But it is what it is. But like I said, maybe not the most exciting video in terms of numbers, but in terms of actual practical learning lessons, I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that with that first trade, second trade. But yeah, get out there, learn, study, and create your own luck. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.